So I want to take just a quick few seconds to explain how Matt has helped me with my transition from the Marine Corps, along with the LinkedIn aspect and the networking piece to it all that kind of ties in together. First, I started off by reading Matt's book. After I read the book, kind of went on, did my own thing on my own just to set up my LinkedIn page as best I could with his book. So I ended up reading 3 times. First time just read, second time kind of went in with my LinkedIn, and the third time went through trying to tailor it better to kind of match what Matt was showing, just to set up the basic LinkedIn profile and some of the rules and everything that he'd set forth. So after that, one of the first things I did and one of the first connections that I made was Matt on LinkedIn. So I reached out to him, said, hey, I appreciate what you've done, how you've written the book, and it was helpful to set up my LinkedIn. He accepted the request, and the next thing I know, I've got a invitation to sit in on a phone call with him, and I did. And I thought it was just to say hi, hey, thanks for reading the book. And he had already made notes on my LinkedIn of things that I need to do. So long story short, I have a better LinkedIn profile because of that, because of reading his book and because of the knowledge that he gave to me, and the phone calls and that we've had throughout the probably year now that I've been talking with Matt. But I'd say by far the most important most important part that he taught me on LinkedIn was to tell your story. So I had very much a bulletized resume type of LinkedIn profile, as a lot of the times we see with the military, that they learn it from the transitioning courses or what have you. And so he said, tell a story. So when I went back in to redo my profile, I really wanted to focus on telling a story. Somebody that doesn't know about the military, doesn't know what I've done in my career and my jobs, and kind of explain to them each of the titles that I've held, what that is, how that translates into the civilian world, and kind of break down how it's different in the military versus what I would do as a civilian. So how one job may be electrician in the Marine Corps, but as a civilian, you see, hey, you're an electrician, period. And in the Marine Corps, it's so much more. There's maintenance involved. There's other aspects, the leadership aspect of it, training, teaching, mentoring others as well. So that was a big aspect, a big part of what Matt taught me was to tell your story. So on top of that, I've sat in with Matt and several others on many video calls and phone calls, just with mentorship, just striking up conversations about transitioning and how to network as well. And he's a master communicator, master networker, and what I would call a true friend now. So I appreciate that.